Hey everybody, how you doing today? Lonnie here, and this is Shannon Road Media. Well, we're back here again with another episode of Cooking with Lonnie, and we're going to cook up another tasty meal for you guys. So don't go away, I will be right back. Hi everyone, Lonnie here. Well, yesterday I made a big batch of meatloaf for dinner last night, and we had quite a bit left, which was my intention. You always gotta have meatloaf left for sandwiches and stuff the next day. So we decided to do something really different. We are going to make with leftovers. Your stomach will love you for this. We're going to make meatloaf tacos. Now, if you look on the internet and you look on YouTube, there's probably 20 or 30 different meatloaf taco recipes. But nowhere out of that bunch could I find an actual meatloaf taco. So we're gonna break the mold today. I hope it's not too radical and YouTube kicks me off my channel here for this, but we are going to make meatloaf tacos. So let's get with the, before we go, today, November 3rd, it is 80-some degrees out here in the Midwest in Nebraska. Unbelievable. Let me verify that. Alexa, what is the temperature in Papillion, Nebraska?
Right now, in Papillion, Nebraska, it's 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight,
Alexa,
expect a low of...
Stop. 82 degrees, November 3rd. Can you imagine that? Amazing. Well, okay. We have a nice portion of leftover meatloaf from yesterday. And we're going to put that in our skillet here and warm it up a little bit. We have refried beans. Ouch, and the bowl is still hot. We have refried beans. We are going to dice some onion, and we're going to make a little coleslaw for it. And we got some salsa. Some sour cream, my special mixture. I'm using sour cream and ranch and some garlic powder. And our cheese blend. And important part of this today, my adult beverage of choice is a nice beer lager from Minnesota, our neighbor up north. So cheers to everyone. Good cold beer today. Very good. I will be taking a sip of that from time to time. So, let's get started. First of all, I'm going to turn on my magnetic stove top here. And I'm going to put in just a splash, just something to wet the surface here, and then we will dump in our meatloaf, and we're going to break it up. You're going to notice that on most of my episodes I have the stovetop over here so we can get a close-up of the camera. And all we're doing today is just warming the leftover meatloaf. Most of the prep work is going to be done here and making the tacos. So wanted to have it close by the close-up camera here. Okay, while that is warming, let me get a spatula. break it up here. It was in the refrigerator, so it's kind of came out in big chunks. We want to break it up. There we go. Okay, we're going to let that get happy there. Okay, we are going to start out by slicing us some onion so we can make some diced onion for our taco and just a little bit of diced onion for our coleslaw. Okay? Won't take very much. Now we're only going to do 6 tacos, 3 for each, my wife and I, this evening. So there we go. A little bit too much there. Never really have too much onion, you know. It can always be used the next day. So we're going to chop this pretty darn thin here today. Okay, that is looking good. Now this isn't going to be take very long, folks. This is going to be a fairly short video today. Okay, the meatloaf is sizzling over here good and browning. And it's browning just a little bit too much to the bottom of the pan here. We're going to lubricate it up just a little bit. There we go. That's much, much better. And I really made a good meatloaf yesterday. I had carrots, green bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, some red bell pepper, onion, gotta have onion, and all kinds of spices in there. So it was really, really good last night. We had that with a baked potato and a salad. So we had a good, how you call it, dinner. I prefer to call it supper, yet I'm an old farm boy from down Lawrence, Nebraska way, by the way. And I still prefer to call it supper. However, you know, habit gets me away from it more than I like. Okay. We're going to keep shifting back and forth here, stirring up our meatloaf so it gets nice and hot. I think it's just about to the point where I can turn it off. So anyway, now we have a little piece of cabbage, and this came actually out of my garden, one of the smaller heads. So we're going to cut this real thin here. We're going to make just a little bit of coleslaw to put in our tacos here this evening. Again, only 6 tacos. It won't take too much here. Okay. Chop this up nice and fairly fine. Right, I think we'd have about the right amount here. Okay. And let's see here. Lonnie messed up and forgot to get a pan. Okay, and while we're there, we're going to check our meatloaf. Okay, it is warm completely through, so we are going to turn the burner off here. Okay, and we're going to let that rest. Okay, we are now going to add our diced cabbage to the pan. And getting it all over creation here, folks. know about you at home, but I know when my mom used to make meatloaf, she'd make a big batch, so next day, Dad and I could take it out in the field and have nice meatloaf sandwiches for lunch. Back then, again, it was dinner at that time, so yep, them were the good old days. All right. Now, we have our coleslaw in there. We have a little bit of half and half here. I am going to put in about maybe 2 teaspoons of white vinegar. Okay. And then we have about a 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper going in that. Okay. Stir that up good. Let's sample that. Well, just a tad more vinegar. Just a tad. There we go. All right, we're going to pour that in there, and we'll get it all stirred up so it gets happy. And I've stored up here at the close-up camera. There you have it. It's looking good. Okay, we have a little bit left if we need it. And since our hand is over here to this side of the prep table, it's reaching for some beer here. Okay, so good. All right. Push this off the side. Now over here in the microwave, I had my flour tortilla shells warming, and we'll get those out. And I will show them up here on the screen. We have 6 shells in here, flour shells. Now don't get on my case, folks. If you want to use corn shells, go to it. More power to you. I just don't happen to like corn shells very well. I like corn chips once in a while, but that's it. Okay, we're ready to put this together just about. I need to get the meat out of the skillet and get it in a bowl, a little bit easier to handle for me, so bear with me there, folks. Hey, and while you're waiting on me, if you haven't already done it, down at the bottom of the page, there's a big red button that says subscribe. Please push that button, but be careful. If you've already subscribed, don't push it again. You'll unsubscribe yourself, so we don't want that to happen. And then right above the red button, or just directly below our video here, there's a thumbs up, like. Love to have you click that like button for us. Okay, I think we have everything prepared. We're going to start out here, our first flour shell. I'm going to do this in my hand, and it works best. We're going to take a spoon and we're going to dollop in a nice layer of refried beans, okay? Then I'm going to put in a dab of my sour cream mixture, sour cream and ranch. We're going to put in a few freshly diced onions. And then we're going to put in some of our nice coleslaw here. Okay, get it up here at the camera while we do this. We're putting in some coleslaw. And now we're going to top it off with our meatloaf filling. This is going to really be good and different. There we go. We got a nice helping of that. Let's see, do we have cheese? We're now going to stuff this taco with some nice shredded cheese. Okay, and we are going to put it on our special taco plate. Put it in there. Okay, we're going to start on the next one. This will go pretty fast, folks, so don't go away, don't run off. However, if you want to go get your beer or a glass of wine, I suppose I could live with that, you know. You got to have something to drink. Look at that, folks. Isn't that looking good, beautiful? Oh my goodness. We're going to grab it up here and we're going to just snuggle him down in there. That's a kind of a tight squeeze for those tacos. Okay. All right, we have the first 3 tacos made. I'll get a shot up here at this camera. First 3 tacos, we're going to put some garnish on there, some chips, some salsa, and beans. And we're going to break away here, folks, and do the other 3. You don't have to watch it. You've seen us make these 3, and the next 3 is going to be just like it. So, but don't go away. We'll edit this, and we'll be back in just a second. See you shortly. Okay, everyone, we're back. We have both plates. This was the green one. This is one we filled before when we were on camera. This is the one we made while we were on break here. So we put some chips on there. Let's put a couple dabs of refried beans. Okay. And now we'll put a little salsa on. Hey, I have to tell you something, folks. A little disappointed in my salsa tonight. The store-bought. The big quart of salsa that my good friend Shannon brought me a few weeks ago, it's all gone. So we just gotta now deal with this second-rate stuff from the grocery store. Oh my gosh, that gal makes some awesome salsa. We really enjoyed it. Okay, what else do we need? Oh, I think we need to just a little dollop in the middle of sour cream. There we go. All right, there you have it. Our meatloaf tacos. They look good. I tasted it, the meatloaf, just a little bit ago when we was on break. It tasted awesome. So this is gonna make a pretty hearty dinner. We'll get a close up here, and we will be taking some still shots of this, and we'll post it in the video there. So anyway, folks, thank you so much for joining in and watching us. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Also, we'd like to thank all the men and women, our frontline people working in the hospitals, the emergency wards all over the country and all over the world for that matter. Wow, we wish you safe passage every day and stay healthy. And then, our military men and women, thank you so much for serving your country and protecting us. I don't know about the rest of you out there. I greatly appreciate it. You're doing a fantastic job. So take care, everybody. I'm going to be going and eating some tacos and for Patricia tonight. So you take care. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.